Reach for the stars, wild ones. It's Bernadette, and I'm here with your Aries tarot reading for May 2021. Oh, Aries. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Snake the Tower has come slithering. See what I did there? In for you this month. Now, this is an amazing opportunity for you, no joke, to make unbelievable leaps and bounds in whatever it is that you want in your life. So, Snake is whispering in your ear for this May 2021 Aries, but do not be afraid. This was the process that, the Tower, according to myth, granted the power of prophecy. Legend and lore cast Snake in many, many different roles. Some of them, yes, it's the embodiment of evil, bringer of medicine, guardian of mystical secrets and transformation, rebirth, and slippery trickster. However, the common thread through all of the snake lore involves the power of transformation and the willingness to let go of what you've outgrown so that you can truly succeed in your mission, which is always epic. Aries, you all are nothing if not epic. Who doesn't love an Aries, right? Okay. Zodiac is, the snake is associated with initiation. So this is likely time for you to cross some kind of sacred threshold. And goodness knows, you'll do it with aplomb. You will, because when you want something, you're like, oh my gosh, you're like, I'm a jumbo jet. You are ramjet. Goodness. So rituals or other milestones may make it clear that you're no longer who you used to be. And that can be a little bit slippery for Aries because they're just always, your zodiac sign is just always so sure you're headed in the right direction, in the right way. A lot of times you have blinders on, you don't look to the right or the left. And this month for your zodiac sign, with the Tower, the snake being the tarot card that's been pulled for you, it's really going to ask you to slow down a bit and just go through the transformation, go through the metamorphosis. And I promise you, when you get to the other side of it, it's going to be like, I don't even know. So, if like circumstances bring you to new heights this month, work with Snake in a ritual of your own. That's going to help you align your current circumstances with your higher intentions of transformation and growth, and seek wisdom, even if you need to let go now. Meaning, you're such a seeker, right? You're always looking for something. You're always moving on the go, moving towards something, and that's awesome. But just remember that as you move ahead, sometimes you can have things latch on to you that you just keep dragging along, and the next thing you know, you try to make the next step, and you're like, and you're not going anywhere because you haven't let go of all the junk that you're trying to move forward and haul forward on your back. So, let go, just let go. Okay, so Snake also corresponds to the Tower card, and this month you might feel like things are collapsing all around you. Not an optimistic tone for somebody born under the usually optimistic Aries. However, good for you. You always seek a silver lining, and this month it might be a little more difficult than usual, but again, this is just a growth period. Nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to be like, oh, please, I'm listening to my monthly horoscope, on April 30th. Can May just be over now? It doesn't have to be like that. There's going to be wisdom all around you. And if you'll just stop judging the situation and watch all of the wisdom floating around you, you'd be like Mr. Miyagi, right? In Karate Kid, you just take your chopsticks and go, ooh, I want that wisdom. Ooh, I snatched that wisdom. Ooh, I got that wisdom, right? Okay. So, your attachment to your ego is very deeply ingrained, and it's part of the Aries zodiac sign energy, because you are the first in the zodiac. You're like, we're number one, and you take great pride in that. Okay. And you also take great pride in your sense of initiative. Believe me, the rest of us take great pride in it too. If I want something done, I give it to my Aries friends and say, go Aries, go. But this month you may not find that all the determination and focus you can muster Or you may find that all the determination and focus you can muster are still not enough to make things work out your way. That's because Snake is calling for you to let go of specific attachments to ego and all the emotional validation and, anything that you associate with a victory. The victory you achieve now may not involve having things on your own terms, but what you see as necessary, Snake may call an old and weathered skin that isn't really serving you anyway, so let it go. Listen, Aries is a very courageous zodiac sign, but now is the time to be very courageous as you release expectations and accept some levels of inevitable change as, beyond your control. Don't throw anything at my computer because I know you don't like those words. Beyond control for an Aries. I know your head is spinning, right? You've already got your horns down and you're on your way for me. But listen, you'll have opportunities to pursue your dreams, even if the path you thought you would be on shifts a bit. Okay, things shift. That's how it works. Deal with it. On May 5th, the moon in Pisces takes a trine to Mars in Cancer, and this brings a doable dose of cathartic, watery energy to your life. You know you love us water signs. You know you do. Always the firebrand. This immersion in the emotional watery depths may make you feel like your motivation is being doused, and this can be a very highly psychic time for emotional healing and creativity. Now, Mars, as your ruling planet, is transiting through Cancer for the next few months, so you might feel even more emotionally charged than usual. Ooh, help us, Jesus. Okay, so listen, this is Aries. This is not easy energy for you to sit with, and we know that. And you associate emotion with vulnerability, but stick to the process and even the confusing, muddled feelings right now, because it's not vulnerability. It's actually, some people look at it as a show of a thing of courage to be able to live in your emotions and process through them and work with them instead of, turning away from them or, trying to light them on fire. So Chiron will form a challenging square to Mars in Cancer on the 6th, and your feathers might get ruffled by a reminder of past wounds related to maybe like some alienation or feeling rejected by family and loved ones. This is going to be the time for accepting and loving yourself without waiting for others' approval. And listen, that can be a great way to face past fears and insecurities and finally heal on a deeper level. This transit's energy is going to last until around the 17th, with the moon also passing by Chiron and Aries on the 8th, and then passing farther out of the orb on the following day. Now, on the 22nd of May, Chiron in Aries comes into opposition with the moon in Libra, and this can resurrect deep unresolved wounds again, only this time the wounds triggered have more to deal with like partnerships and not feeling equally supported. And you might be reminded of times in the past where you didn't feel honored as an individual or where your contributions to a partnership went unappreciated. So you might need to face some sadness and pain related to these past wounds. And, now you can come develop a greater personal confidence that really can serve you in future relationships. You won't be so dependent on others' feedback, but look inside of yourself. And, listen, that's going to serve you very well, Aries, just saying. On the 26th, Chiron comes into a more favorable trine aspect with the moon in Sagittarius, and wounds you've been working to sort out for weeks may finally lead you to a new perspective. You may have a greater confidence in yourself now and also lead the way for others, which you love to do. And you'll be a role model because those past wounds and crises serve as a beacon of hope for others. Goodness knows how you love to lead the charge, Aries. So this is just for you. Like, be that inspirational leader that people are needing about this time and need specifically from you. Now, at the same time, Chiron is also making a favorable trine to Mars in Cancer. You may have epiphanies related to past wounds and insecurities. This can be an important time to finally recognize that you do belong and you are good enough, even if others didn't give you the validation you needed in the past, right? They may have given you validation, but maybe not what you needed. So don't be upset with your peeps. They gave you what they could give you, not knowing what else you needed. Because Aries, let's be honest here, y'all are not good at asking for help. You're going to do it yourself. Come rain or come shine, right? This is not the time to do that. So the energy continues through the end of the month, and by the 31st, you have clarity and perspective that is aided by the sextiles between Chiron and Aries and both the South Node in Gemini and Saturn in Aquarius. And by this time, even dramatic and unexpected changes will more clearly serve your wisdom and growth in more obvious ways, helping you close the door on one chapter and opening another. Yay for Aries! You guys are going to have an exciting month. frustrating but exciting. Just lean into it. Lean into the change, Aries. All right. I hope that was helpful. Pick up your copy of the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Get on over to gatheringofmystics.com. And as always, one of the most important things, do good for animals, stay wild, and keep reaching for the stars.